Hi to all. First of all, I'm glad to be here with you on Lab Day virtual event. Let me introduce please myself. My name is Rami Abradwan. I'm a head of digital dentistry educational consultant for Henry Schein here in the Middle East. And also I'm a certified lab technician since 2011 in United Arab Emirates. I'm a graduate as a lab technician from Jordan University of Science and Technology. Of course, I worked many years for as a manual lab technician. Then after that, I shift to the digital life and the digital world. Since 2009, I start all my life change with really all my life changed directly once I start dealing with 3shape and many kind of third-party softwares belong to the milling machines, strategy, and fairnesses and print, all of these words. So I'm glad to be here again with you, and let's start to explain to you exactly what I'm trying to do in this virtual lesson. So here what we are talking today about the designing the Thimble Bridge, and of course some people they call it Toronto Bridge and some people call it Mallow Bridge. There is many names, but it's the idea we need to do like implant, bridge, crowns as a cutback, and after that we need to do directly crowns design on the top. And this case is what we are doing today. That's why we'll start by evaluating the scan data, and then directly we'll open the case. This case I already designed it before, and that was the idea for that because we don't have many times. We have around 1 hour to finish all of this session. That's why I'm trying as much as I can to minimize the time with calculating and putting strategy. But of course, I'm sure at the end of this event, you will understand. you will understand what I'm trying to do to manage all of your cases in this way. So let's start right now to go to my scan data. If you see right now, we have that's all the scan. So we have already the scan for my upper jaw. And of course, we have another scan with scan flag. Already it's coming with the doctors. Or lab technician, he can do it by themselves, because of course we have trios and the doctor, he can make this scan flag inside the models. And of course at that time you can send us the two files, one file with the scan flag and other file without it. And also we have as a lab technician also, he can scan it and he can already manage all of this data. So let's go to the dental system. So that's already the scan, and right now we will open the case and we will go together with these cases. So right now we have already aligned all of these information and we made sure all of the bite and everything it's coming nice way and accurately. And after that let's go to modify. Let me show you the order form and how we can handle it. So right now we are again in dental system 2020. We have already implant case and we already design and pick the crown. We are going directly to abutment and we pick up the full contour abutment as a screw retain crown. Also we'll go to our bone tech, which is as we choose the full contour, that's why you are coming here also to choose the crown bone tech. And all together you can click in one crown and then you go to the hotkey shift, keep hold it and press all the crowns together, and then you can come and click it as a gingiva, and we are going here to the gingiva design option. One important notification, so please don't click on the bridge option. We know all of the time once we click all the crowns together, we already automatically our mouse and click directly to the bridge. Here in the Thimble Bridge, we don't need to relay on the bridge connector. We will relay on the gingiva itself. So what we will do right now, we'll click OK, and of course I designed here as a digital impression antagonist, and we have the scan flag. Also of course you can choose the normal crowns model, and you can also choose crown model, and you can pick antagonist, and you can pick also the double preparation wax up if you have the normal case. So right now that's all of the information. We have the upper jaw, we have the scan flag, and also we have the antagonist. Let's click OK and let's go to the case. Of course, it will load and it will take time to load many cases because I already explained before this case I did it before. So let's go right click and let's go to the design module. He asked me, of course, because I designed it before, so the software automatically asks me if I want to save the case. I will pick yes. So for sure, we are waiting right now the whole load scan data. And again, I informed like, of course, it will take time. So we need to chill and relax because we have really long session and we have a lot of the information to see all of our data, how we can manage it or how I managed already before. Of course, once you have such a kind of this, you need to make sure you align the occlusal alignment, you put it in a nice way, and also in the same time you can sometimes if you have any crack for your scan, you need to come and refine your jaw, and really that's very important to align your jaw and scan data. Because sometimes we have too many problems available come from the scan itself. We can click on refine, so we will refine all of our data. And of course you can, if you have the case upper and lower, you can refine your upper jaw and then you can refine your lower jaw. Here in our cases, our design it will be on the upper jaw, so that's why we refine all of the cases scan. Sometimes you have small artifacts available in the right or the left, so you need to make sure your scan data is clean and we don't have any problems with it. So let's hit next. Here is for the lower jaw, and here if you don't have any work with the lower jaw, you can keep it as it is. Here is the annotations where we already placed before our crown. So we have abutment and the pontic and the crowns, all of that placed where we need our library to be. And in this case, I remember the doctor, he asked us to make for him a temporary bridge, and he needs single on the top because we need to evaluate all of our case. Then we are coming to the insertion direction. Of course, we need to make sure we have the accurate or as much as we can parallelism good in our scan data to make sure our insertion direction is right. Here it's already our first library, what we already managed, what I already managed before, building of all of our crowns. So we can check our library. We need to make sure all of that it's already designed well before we move to the next step. And don't worry about the space between a crown. Once we connect all our crowns to the implant, directly it will pull down and it will fill all of these. We will see it right now together. Right now, we are going to the emergency profile, which is I already managed, and I know 100% many of you they do that every day, every time they manage all of them cases, and they do it on the way. Some people they like it to make it down, some people like it to make it up, but for me, for these cases, we're trying to reach the gingiva as much as we can. And if you notice here right now, our crown is little down, so I prefer all of the time to come and make it up, reach the gingiva as much as we can help the doctor. Of course, once we have emergency profile nice way, we can work on it. But if you don't have emergency profile in nice way, so all the time it's nice to keep it around 1 milli below to the gingiva. And here we can also go to our library and we can check also if we want the insertion or the hole together. So that's for the first crown, and let's go also to evaluate it one by one. It will help me to calculate and to keep my software running in a nice way and also hold. Most of the time we're trying as much as we can. Of course, that depends on the library what you have. Some of these library it's already coming with the angle, and some company already coming with the special screw drive, so you can reach exactly where's your screw. And let's see right now, let me explain it in this way. I'm doing the 2D crosscut. So right now we can see where is our library and where is our crowns. So we can see right now, let me make it from this way. And we can see right now where is my screw, which channel. It will be come through the crowns itself. And here we can see like this is my screwdriver and this will be my my perforated crown belong to the screw retain channel. So once I'm already done, I'm going next to my another crowns, and also here evaluate our crowns, evaluate our perforated, and of course once we go to perforated in the last step, we can also make a double evaluate on that. I'm trying as much as I can to avoid to make it on the occlusal surface, but when Thimble Bridge we don't care about it. So if you have a Thimble Bridge, that's mean my crown it will be already cut back. And if you don't have any angled option library, if you make it on the occlusal surface, that doesn't matter, because already we can after that we'll close it and then we open a second case because we need the crowns after that in the top, and that's what we call it like a parallelism. Once we finish from the emergency profile and our abutment profile, how will it look like? So we'll go directly again to the crowns, and we can right now connect our crown directly with the implant. Once we reach this point, so right now I can come to hit connect my crowns at all to my implant. And we will see right now if we need to do some smoothing and we need to adjust the crowns itself. So right now I'm coming to my crowns here, it looks fine. Let's go to our sculpt. For me, I like to go, especially in this case, to the maximum, and of course that depends from technician to technician. At the end we need to reach the idea to make it smooth, and I don't like to keep any space between the crowns, because at the end it will affect me and will give me error in the software. So from the beginning, if I know exactly what I'm looking and where I need to reach, that it will save for us too many time and too many data. It will help us of course later on. Let's again go to smooth. Let's make sure already our scan is already all coming in a smooth way. And by the way, once you click on sculpt, sometimes you can also clean that area, because if you not hit sculpt, sometimes you cannot clean this type. And let me try to show you. Once we are make it off, so we're trying to come, it will not smoothening in that area, so you need to sculpt. And please be careful to make sure you already not exceed the minimum thickness of the crown itself. We are trying to make everything smooth. And of course you can come to this area and you can go by contact and smoothing, and you can click on it, so automatically the software it will close it, because sometimes you cannot touch such a kind of these parts. Only you can need to extend the minimum thickness for your crown. And don't worry about all of that. Once you finish your sculpting, we'll go directly to the next. And of course I don't like, as I explained, is the best way also to avoid any crowns. It will be individually. Let's go to the contact here and we can see where our already touch. And right now we have it in nice way. And let's hit next. So I believe most of you did this many time and you play with it many time and you know all of these features. That's why I would like also to hit next to go to the next options once we go to the gingiva. And here it's what's our gingiva. I already managed. Of course we know we have our outline and we have our perforated, and the second options is the already the lines. And let's see right now we have this gingiva and we make it space, and please make sure you have space all the time between the outline, the white one, and of course where is the software itself, the blue one, we already coming the perforated. And we go right now also to the advanced gingiva. Why I hit the advanced gingiva? Because with the advanced gingiva already the gingiva it will pop up and try to close as much as it can from your crowns. But once you click off the advanced gingiva, it will be low level between the crown, so it will reach the first level of the crown. Let's click OK and let me show you also. It will take little time, of course, till it's calculating the information to pop up the gingiva for us. And that's why already sometimes we already prefer all the time to have the gaming PC. It will allow the software go smoothly with you, and it will really, it's highly recommendation from all of us to have a good performance PC, because this calculation it will make your life more easy. That our proposal from the software. and we already align and we make everything as much as we can in a nice way, in a smooth way. Once of course you want to do any sculpt area, you can come and sculpt all of your positions. Now we can go directly to the sculpt option, and again of course it will load because I add here and sculpt, so it will calculate all of your movement, all of your adding more, sculpt, remove to these steps. So that's why we keeping the software loading, and I prefer all of the time to not touch at that point the mouse. Leave it please, don't try to rotate, don't try to do anything till the software it's calculating in a nice way to give you the proper design what you're looking for. In this case already, if you notice right now we have the bridge reduction option, and if you notice this option it will not pop up for you if you remember when we talked before, if you have bridge already connected together. So that's why if you remember I made like crowns and bone tech all connect with the gingiva, so we don't need a bridge. So if you hit bridge, these options it will not appear. That's why we connected all with the gingiva, and right now we have the new features in 2020 dental system. It will be have name is bridge reduction, and with this reduction, with bridge reduction option, we can of course do the cutback and we can do the crowns how we need. And the idea for all of that, of course, it will save for us the crowns. So the crown it itself, it will be already still available. Again, it will take time for calculating because I add and I smooth, so that's totally normal. So we need to keep the software and give him the time till it's calculating all. Then of course we will continue to discuss what we already reached, what our target, the point from this one. Before I remember in 2019 software, what I'm trying to do to reach the same goal, we open already the software as an anatomical bridge, and also we're doing the cutback around the crown itself, it's down. But at that time I need to close the case and copy and append with my design, and then open the library itself and take the anatomy and make it for anatomy for reuse. And that's option really it also work with us. So the idea is what happened with the 3shape, they already trying to merge, to skip some point to open the second case, but sometimes if you need it of course you can do it. So because the idea sometimes it's stuck and you need to find the solution how we can merge it. So it's the nice with the 3shape dental system in 2020, they already cut or let's say delete one step for that, and you already directly you can handle all of these case in one bridge. That's why we call it all in one as an implant of course, so you can connect all of the crowns and the gingiva together. And I highly recommend to have this kind of these features, especially for the full arch cases, because it's the main idea for me. Let's say right now if I have like full screw retain implant, full contour, sometime what we face problem most of our cases, like of course not all of the cases, but sometimes it will fit, so there is a chance to have it. Let's say if you have any crack of any of the incisal edge, you have to repeat the whole case, And this is really disaster, because imagine if you work all of these cases and you send it to your doctor, and the patient is happy and the doctor is happy from your scan, and your design cases and ended as a zirconia or whatever, any kind of materials. So the idea is, if you have any crack on the incisal edge and have inside the patient mouth, so the saliva already it's playing a big role. So if I want to take it out and try to fix that by on the furnaces, sometimes it will have problems, sometimes it will fix, but the idea you take the risk to have it. So that's why, of course, if you have space or already by the way, if you already have the implant bar also, you need to do it, or the implant frame, and you need to add single on the top. That's why we use this one. For the zirconia also, we are using it, as I say, sometimes I'm not too much full fans if you have the full contour zirconia at all, because if any crack in my incisal edge of any single crown, let's say in central, if I have it, so the idea it's I need to take chance to put it again my bridge on the furnace to see if maybe the ceramist he can fix it. But if not, absolutely what he can do, only he can open the case and he try to do it again, to mill again. So it will cost effect, it will take too many time from us. So that's why what I prefer, if you have bridge and we can make single crown on the top. Imagine that once you have any crack of any of your incisal edge, of any crack of any crown, simply the doctor he can cut and he can take out this crown, and we can repeat only this single crown, which is already, it will save too many time and lifetime for us. You know, as a lab technician, we have many cases, it's come in and come out, and once you need to repeat such a kind of these cases, it will be like horrible to repeat all of that, and it will take risk. So that's why we like all of the time to do like what we call it here bridge reduction. We call it Toronto bridge, and we call Malib bridge, Thimble bridge, whatever. So it's the idea what we need. We need crowns connect with my gingiva as full bridge case, and I need single crown on the top. We call it a long time, we call it, it's the Bentley options or Rolls Royce option. I don't know which kind of fans of these cars. So, but it's the idea, really, this is the best. Of course, it will cost the doctor more time, but if you calculate rightly, it will cost me, of course, more money, but it's the idea I will save more money for the maintenance. Because the main important for us as a technicians and as a designers and as a doctor, we are at the end as a one team. So what we are planning to think all of the time, how I can make maintenance for my crowns, how can I make maintenance for my doctors, for my patient also. It's the idea. I believe this is one of the golden options. It will help me to have such a kind of these cases. So once we have a crack again, we can repeat only the single crowns. And you can do it like, of course, with a full arc, or you can make it like a quadrant. That's belong to you and the doctor, what they're looking for. Okay, so right now it's already we finished from the long time waiting for all of this data, and that's all the sculpt what I managed and play with it and manage all of these cases. So let's take a look. Take a look also right now. We can see right now all of these colors. So right now we already reached that point where is already my crowns is ready as a full contour and add beads. And of course we talk about before about some beads, so you can, if anyone like it, of course this is an optional, so you can go to your attachment and you can find the option name is retention beads, and you can add these beads and you can come click on it. Once it's already done, you will add these beads to your gingiva. Of course, the software will take time to calculate it, but it's not too much time. But that's why the idea why my software is already calculating and taking too much time, because I add also many points, and this point it will be already effect. So once we're done from all of that, so let's come and check my crowns and check my bridge to see if everything looks fine. And right now we can see the gingiva, all of that sculpt. So let's go right now to our important add value in 2020 bridge reduction. So right now I will show you what already the case is already done. So what we will do right now, we'll go to 1 or 2 crowns, just at least I will show you how I play with it. And then after that, of course, you can add it to all of your crowns, and we will talk once it's already done. Now it's calculating the bridge reduction, what I already did the move before. Yeah, the scan will be ready right now and the design. So right now, that's all my crowns. And what we have right now, we have keep anatomy. That's mean the software, it will keep you the same anatomy, nothing change. Top cap, that's mean right now I will show you what the top cap it is, and then we will go to my lovely cutback options. So once we go to my crowns itself, what you will see right now, that's your scan, that's your implant, and that's already your gingiva. So once you see all of that, right now we will hit to see our library to see how it's look like. So that's already the design what I already managed before. So right now you can see the software automatically give me the cutback, but that's the option when I go to cutback. Let me click to any crowns just to see right now for you some of the features, and let's talk about it. So let's say right now if I go to the top cap options, so for the top cap options right now, it will not move up for you like this from the beginning. Let's see right now, make it adjust. So it will give you like this features. So if you notice right now, we have a new options available from the software. So you can right now, of course, go to the hip control, and you can right now play with your shoulder where you need it. And of course, you can go also from the occlusal view, and you can also go to this is purple options, purple dot, and you can also keep your control, so you can also minimize and maximize your view data. It's a like already the telescopic crown. So the idea of 3shape, what they did, they already add these features available in the designing, and this is here, it looks fine, it's look ideal, it's look perfectly. And also, but sometime when I go to my molars, it will give me too much flat. Of course you can play with it, you can play with all of your crowns, but once I go to the cutback options, so again it will give me totally different perspective. Of course that depends what you like. So if you notice here right now, I give it like apply uniform offset. If you make it off, of course you can come and play with your parameter. For me, I'm all the time, I'm the fans to go to the apply uniform offset, so it's give me the full how it's look like, it's give me uniform. And let's go the offset here. What I choose for all of my crown, 90, and initial line offset, it's 10 millimeter. And it's here, if you notice right now, it's give me the nice same of my morphology. So if I go to my crowns, I want to say like already, let's say that's my margin, and I want to adjust already my margin. So don't afraid to come down. So it's the idea, the software automatically, just this. So we reach right now to my bridge reduction options. For this bridge reduction options, for this bridge reduction option, sorry, for this we reach right now, to my bridge reduction options. And here what we can see right now, I have already, this is our gingiva, what we already managed before. And also we have like this is a full contour, and right now we have all of our crown. Here this option I managed through the Cutback features, and let me explain to you what all of that. First of all, we have the keep anatomy. What's that mean? When I click and keep anatomy on my crown, it will give me the full anatomy, like again like it is. So it will give me the same anatomy as a full contour what we designed before. That means I need to standard. I don't want to change anything as a full contour. Once I hit to already to top cap, right now what we have anterior, and we have already posterior. If I click anteriors, that means I want to control for my anterior region, and if I need posterior, I want to control for my posterior region. So once I go to my crowns itself, if you notice, we are right now on number 6 as a canine, and we already right now we have options and features, and right now I can hit the control and I can play with all my shoulder if I want to make it up and make it down. So the idea is the software automatically it will give you the cutback proposal for your crowns. And also what we have another options, the other options, it's here we have the purple option. We can also hit the control and we can control, so we can extend or maximize or minimize already your crowns. That also options for the normal crown, it will be fine, but to be honest, once I try it, also let me show you this one option, so we can also extend the area with exactly what we need. So that also it's nice option from 3shape that they added for us, so we can extend right now our crowns and we can use it. So that's the first option, what you can play with it, because that's important at the end. If you notice here on my central, we don't want to have this angle here. I already fixed it on the second stage. I will show you right now, but this option, if you keep it like this, it will keep black bacteria it's available between crowns, and that we need to avoid it. That's why we like all the time to have it straight as much as we can, straight angle from this side, and that will give me ability also for my crown to not have also many undercuts, so you can the second crown secondary on the top come. So when I mean secondary on the top, what I mean is these crowns. So what we have in these options right now, we have the gingiva and we have the crown as a cutback or top cap, and then after that we can add open the case. It will be have the same library, so we don't need to design it again. We will talk about it once we reach this point, but I want to explain to you what the option between cutback. So that's the option for the cutback. It's giving me this ability. And also let me show you the third option. That was the top cap, and let's go right now to the top cap. And for the top cap right now, once I hit apply, it will give me the same what I already designed before. And if you notice here, we have apply uniform offset. If you click off, that means you need to put your parameter for your crowns, and you can of course play with it. I try to play it also, of course, before many cases we did it. But right now, what I feel like it's more important and more easy, you can go to the top cap and play like telescopic crown, because what 3shape in general, what we added, all of these feature, it's like really telescopic crown. So what they add officially 3shape, they add the telescopic crown features, they add it here, so you can play where is also your option, you need to have it in and out. Or you can go also the second option for me as a design. I can come to my cutback feature. And for the cutback feature, what has happened here, it's again, I explained about the apply uniform offset, and that's my offset parameter. What's my personally, I'm using it. It's between 80 to 110. I feel that it will be fine for my saving the library design and do it. So right now, that's already my crowns. And then what we can do after that, once you hit apply, so you will see that already it will apply the parameter and the design what we managed. And here, please don't be afraid if you have also the green margin, and that's very nice. I like 3shape when they added this value. If you have also any problem by mistake, it's happened and it's a click applies and already I need to adjust the lines. Let's see it right now together what I'm talking about. See, right now you have these options and you need to adjust your cutback features. Don't be afraid. So right now I will make my gingiva down. I'll share it for you right now. So once I come click all down, the software, it's nice, automatically it will generate automatically right now. If you notice right now for me the lines. So the idea is the line, the green lines as a cutback finish line, it will follow the crest of the ridge. 90 to 95% it will follow all of that. Once you need to adjust, you can hit right now apply. So automatically right now it will cut the crown and follow our green line margins. Again, if you have any problem with that, don't be afraid. Automatically the software it will read. Let's go right now to the second crown, whereas we have option. And hey Rami, I already have here ground, so don't be afraid and shy. Already you can come all it's down, and if you notice right now, automatically the software it will come back again to you in the nice way. And that's the feature, it's already nice from the 3shape. So we hit apply also. And here for the milling strategy, I will explain to you also these options in my crown. Let me hide it here. So this is sometimes it will give me any problems in the milling. So that's why all of the time I trying to make it extra, but not too much exceed this area. So once you click that, automatically the software will align and I will hit apply. So if you want to add more shoulder, of course you can add it, but try to not make it exceed too much. That's from my point of view. So right now we have all of that margins, it's coming right now really nice way, and we have all my crown. Let's evaluate it all together. And once you click the second crown, automatically the software it will jump to you where is the crown you want to evaluate and check your margin. So again, once I do finish from the cutback options, again, if you remember, I was explained to you about these features. And let me share with you right now. Let's make like now Crosscut, and let me come here. So right now what we will see right now here is down in my 2D Crosscut map. We can see right now where is my implant and where is my shoulders and where is my crowns. And if you notice right now, I can come and I can make cut lines. And that's exactly where you can see where is your implant and where is your cutback crown and how much. And also you can calculate already if you need to see the minimum thickness, that we need to have it and give it like optional, not optional, we need to have it ideally. So after that, because I want to design the other crowns on the top, so how much I can give myself space, it will be also nice for the design. So right now we can evaluate and we can see the 2 point in any two region. We can move with it and we can see right now how much I have space for my next crown. So right now let's back again for the cut what we already managed from this side. So once I'm done from all of my crown and I check it, and let's see right now that's all your cut back what we did. So if you want to notice the space, that's why if anyone noticed from my design of the beginning, I tried as much as I can keep a little space between crowns, because that it will affect me and it's give me the nice ideal proposal, and I don't want to design many of that. It will give me more easy. Of course, if you want to do an sculpt, we can come back and do it any sculpt in this area, but also be consider all it will be, it's under my crowns options. So let's say right now already done, and please make sure all of the time we don't have any exceed of the gingiva, it's down, that it will affect for fitting for your tie base. So please make sure there is no gingiva, it's already come down on your tie base. Once you're done from all of that, you can hit next and we can go right now. It will merge for me the gingiva with my crowns. It will not take too much calculating because we didn't do too much movement in this time. The movement we did at that time when we already add the beads and make too many options as a sculpt for my gingiva. So right now all it will be as a one piece. And of course we can sculpt already this area to make it smooth from the second stage, but I think right now the most important is to have the idea how we can deal with the keep anatomy and how we can do with the top cap, how we can do with the cutback option. Because many of you also ask me, Rami, how is doing with your design through the cutback. As I explained my point of view, if you're dealing with the top cap it will be fine, but sometimes for the posterior case it will be a little tricky. I like to go to cutback, and after cutback if you have little morphology on the top, of course you can feel free and you can smoothen it. So right now we reached the calculating on the final stage. I'm waiting till all it will be merged as a one file. So right now what will happen again, just it will merge the gingiva with my crown itself. Especially for the full arch cases, keep the software calculating. Don't you try when you're doing such a kind of these cases, really it's too many algorithm and too many data, it's calculating at the same time. So don't you try to open something else unless if you make some refresh, but don't you try to go to do something else in any another softwares, or checking right now scan data and something. Keep the software, it's reading the calculation in a nice way. Then once you're done, save your case and then open the second case to continue. Okay, So right now all our cases, it's already merged between the gingiva and between the crowns. Now let's see and evaluate, of course, our case, and we will see right now all of our adjustments. And if you notice, the important point is for the sculpt option, and right now I will show you how it was before. And what already I did is very simple way. I come also only to my sculpt option. I already come to my sculpt option and make it smooth from this area and make it smooth from this area for all of the crown. So I try it as much as I can to make my crown have not too many undercuts, so that it will help my secondary crown level to come in nice way and simple way for all of that. So that's already my gingiva and full arch with the beads. And again, the beads is only like it's optional. So let me show you right now, just in simple way, like I'm back, like undo, it's 47 movement. So right now I will show you how it was before. So that's how it was before once I did finish it from my cutback options. And what I already did, and it's already, I did smoothing. So I come to my sculpt and smooth the area and little erase. So already I don't want to see this area this time, and we did it for all of these crowns. So right now, if you notice, as much as we can, we give the actual proper crowns. It's available from the software. It's recalculating right now the point, and it's the idea what I want to show you. It's only how you can work on your cases, how you can manage your cases, how you can deal with this new features. It's available from 3shape dental system. That's my goal, because many kind of design you can do it in the way, in this way. There's many way. All of the time you can reach your goal, and all the time we like to think and find the best way for your system. And once we done right now, we can come right now to simply, and here it's the important also, we can see where is the software already do the perforated for the screw channel on our implant. Of course, some of the library have to have the features with already the screw retain implant, and some of the library not. So that's depend of your movement of your crowns. And right now we will see it. So right now we will see right now where's we have our implant and where's we have our screw retain channel. Once I click preview again, it will open and perforate, and right now we can evaluate it together. That's already our implant case, and that's my screw channel. Exactly that. So right now we can see my screw channels for my crowns itself. And then after we manage all of that, we make sure the screws, and all the time, of course, I like to not have the crowns on my ridge. So if you want to keep it down, it's up to you. If you want to play with it, that's the screw retain implant. we will merge it. So what will happen after we finish all of that? So right now we can go directly to the secondary level options of the crowns, and it's the same options of copy and append. Let's see the calculation right now once we're done, and then we can open the case. Of course, some of them they will told me, Rami, about this here we reach the margin. Yes, of course, and of course you can play with it and make it up, because the idea again, I'm trying only to show you how we can handle such a kind of these cases together and show you all of the features what's available from 3shape Dental System 2020. Once we're done now, we can see right now this is my crowns and this is my bridge gingiva. So let's go right now to the next step to have the secondary level available in my crowns. I will make it save right now. What will happen here, it will give me the options automatically here. So do you want to create a secondary order with anatomy add on crown on the top? That's the idea what we need to reach. I need to do a single crown on the top. Here I did it before, so if you hit yes, that's mean it will merge you scan data, and it will open for you, of course, the other case. And with this other case, it will merge for me my Thimble Bridge or my Toronto Bridge with my scan data, so it will be all in one file. And then of course it will open for me the case, and then I can change the crowns. So once I'm already done, what I did here is the same idea. Let me hit modify, because I already, as again, I designed it before, because we don't have many times. So once it will open, it will give you open the same crown and the bridge, the same old form. So you will hit right click clear all, and then I'm coming to my shift and control, I choose tabletop, this option. So you have two options to do it. So you can click on the tabletop, which is I like it, especially for the secondary level, or you can do it as a normal crown and you need to make the margin for the whole things. So both options available. So again, you can do the tabletop option, or if you want, you can do it your crowns option. Both, it's okay. I'm the fans with the secondary levels to have the secondary level. So once I hit yes and done, I can go to make redesign, because I want to show you how with the software it will calculate all of these data. Before, let me explain a little. Before what we have, before we already have this one, how we can handle it. That's before this software. We can handle this one once we reach to this point. It's like before this point, sorry. We can make it copy and append my design data. And here I want my view, by the way, just a second. So I can click on my eyes, because I want to save this position for me and one eye. So right now, once I click up, this one click, it will save for me this position. So right now, what's the idea for the tabletop? Oh, sorry, before what we're trying to do, it's if I want to do it, so all right now it will save in one scan data. So the idea, we can do it before, and also we can do it here, right click and copy and append my design. So it's the same option. So what it's 3shape in Dental System 2020, it's dead. They already give you this option automatically, it will pop up for you. But in any reason, if any problems it will happen, so simply what you can do, right click, copy and append design, and already you have this scan data, merge it together in one file, and then you can continue your open the case. So we will go right now to next. We will reach right now, where's the point, just I want to show you all the margins and all of that. So that's already the annotations for my secondary level crowns as a tabletop. Once I hit next, also we can go to the insertion direction, and here goes, of course, we have a single crown. You need to make sure you have the proper insertion direction for each crown. So we need to move on it step by step to manage all of these one. So please make sure you already have your insertion direction, because it will help you when you finish your crowns to fit directly on the second level. So right now we are in the second level of the secondary level abutment for my Thimble Bridge, and I hit next because I already, as I explained, I managed this case before because so we can save the time. And it's here doing all of the insertion for our crowns. And if you notice, all your margin will be perfect. And one more important thing, it will automatically, the software, it will delete the screw retain channel. So that's the idea. Once you delete the screw retain channel, so you have your crown on the top. Because many of them, okay Rami, if I have already this bridge and I want to do crown on the top, what about the screw channel? Don't worry about that. The software already, it will close all your screw retain implant, because we needed the screw retain implant for the first level of my design, but for the second level design we don't need it at all. So right now it's the nice idea, we have the same crowns what we already designed it there, so I don't need to design it again, and that's the nice, because this option we don't need to design it again, and everything, it will be look fine. And let's see, right now already we have these crowns, and here I make it like a purple because that's like the Emax, or of course you can use any kind of wax also the second crown, and you can press it, you can cast it, you can have you can send it to your chair side milling machine, or you can, or if you have wet modules, you can also use it as a CAD block from any third party company. So it's the idea, it's 3shape is the open algorithm software, so you can already have your design features. And right now that's the Smile Composer, of course. And the Smile Composer, by the way, some of them they ask like, yeah, of course, for the Smile Composer already you can have your crowns on the top, and if you want to change the library, you can deal with it any different library, that's already doesn't matter, you can go hit the Smile library and you can change it. Once here we done, we can come to my margin, and let me share with you right now how it will be. So right now that's here my margin. We already manage all of the cases step by step, one by one, and once you are happy with your margin, you can hit next and you can see your crowns. And right now all of these margin, it will be ready. And right now we finish. On the tabletop, it's the idea only you need to do your crowns and then you will do your margin. In original way, we do it our margin and then we need to do our crowns. Here in tabletop, like there is no avoiding or no any intercut between both of them. So it's the idea we have right now our margin, and then it will adapt the library on this margin. So one by one, you will have your margin and then you will have your die interface. So once we're done from all of that, let me just share with you also how it will be look like after all of these steps. That's the parameter what I already use in it. Again, if you notice, already the margin is already ready, so we can go next. And here of course you want to play with the margin to make sure you can clear and you can already add it. So right now we reach to the area we are doing normal single crowns on the top of our bridge. So just I want to make sure all the software is already read exactly my line. So just I'm coming back, and if you notice here, when it crowns, it's already like messed up. So simply, which is good. At least we can see what I'm doing. So I can right now clear, and I can do my margin again. And of course you can make it clear, or also what you can do it by yourself. So it's the idea, you can clear your idea and clear your margin, and you can come and just, I like some time to make it like clear, and let's come to do it. And we already have the margin ready from our first design, so that will give me like more easily, so I can already adjust and add my clear margin. And all of the time when I'm doing like this, I like to go small point between each of my margin line, so it will give me easy to calculate. So once I'm done, especially for the point, I like to do it also manually. So right click, you can see the first line how it's coming. You can right click on it and turn off the first and edit line, and then you can already also evaluate your crown, and if any point it's come up and down, you can come and adjust it to have the perfect fit. Once you're done, you hit next. We will go to the die interface. And make your crown little transparent, so at least you will see your margin all nice way. Then you will hit next. We are right now in the lateral. Next. So crowns, margin line, die interface. And sometimes if you have problems, it's happened, it's like it's not able for you to recognize your library, or adapt your library to the finish line. Already you can come here directly, and you have options here I will show to you. Of course, I know many of people they use it. It's the remove undercut and drill compensation. So also you can click off if not generate your library, so that's also keep it that in your mind. But of course if you take it off, that means sometime it will affect your finishing. You need to come and do little adjustment manually. What I'm trying to do is only I'm trying to evaluate all our margins, so please evaluate your margin before you go to next step, because I am all the time I'm the fans of the like, let's finish step by step what the software needs me in this margin, so you will not have any problems. So right now is my margin line. You can hit review or you can hit next. Looks good. It's calculating. We have remaining 3 crowns. Again, I'm evaluating my margin lines, that's fine. Then next, because sometimes when you reopen the case, please re-evaluate your case, because sometimes it will mess up at any point. Just make sure you are come back again to right way. Hit next. And by the way, here I forget to add my opposing on this case. So also the nice from 3shape. If I want to add any crowns, now I will show you how I can add also the additional scan. Of course, many of you they know about it, but also if I want to hit any load scan, I can add any item I'm looking for and I can save it. And sometimes it helps that's only on 2020. You can merge many crowns or many objects and then you can save it as a one object. That also it will help you for in many way, in many way. So let's go to my desktop. Where's my file? Already here. So not this file, yeah, this file. So what I mean is like you can come and you can go to the save option and you can hit the control, you can click for all of these features, all these crown, and this is all it will be saved in one file, which is really nice from 3shape with the add value for the 2020 software. Before we have these options, but we cannot already add many objects. We can already have save one option, then you will hit save and you will save all in one features. Yeah, so right now we have also our crowns, and once we're done we'll hit next. We reach in the final where is already the margin. It will connect the crowns, it will connect to our margin what we already managed. And of course for that, for any question we need, of course I'm looking right now to the questions and try to answer as much as I can possible available. So feel free please to ask whatever question you're looking for. And I know many of you are already asking, so we'll answer right now all of that. I think right now the idea it's clear for all of you why we are doing this Thimble Bridge and why we have single crown in the top. Really for me again I'm explaining it is for maintenance purposes, and also sometimes you don't need to use the zircon plank, you need to use metal, so you need frame as a metal framework or chrome as a titanium, sorry, as a titanium frame, and you need after that single crowns on the top and you need to design it on the top. Of course, don't. I repeat it 3 times. Don't scan your models as a second one and do crown on the top. That will affect for accuracy. Absolutely, that we all know about it. I know it's not a new information, but we don't need to scan again my model and put my crown on the top. That will affect for me the fitting. because the idea, as we are a CAD designer, we are looking all of the time to have the perfect fit for our crowns. And once the customer only told me, hey Rami, the fitting is fine, perfect, to be honest, we all happy to hear many kind of these information. It will give us, it will make us all happy. And that's here our crowns, and it will be ready right now to you. And that's the idea. Once we have all of that together in one session, really it's nice to help, and we all learn from each other. So I share the information, also my colleagues share many information. So it's nice, the idea, it's education, it never stop. So we like to learn every time from each others, who have best way, who have better way, and at the end we prefer to make all our clients and our patient it's happy to have all of that. So thank you for all, thank you for watching. Really it was nice for me and a pleasure, and we'll check right now all of the questions also. Thank you.